everybody, this is the Wikstrand. So, Super Lopez is a Spanish superhero parody, and one very fascinating aspect of that movie is that it is stated that, you know, superheroes do not come from Spain, they come from the United States or Japan or England, because we're too boring here in Spain. Is the Spanish self-image of themselves is that they're boring? As a Swede, we always viewed the Spanish as these fiery, you know, fun people that you like to party and drink wine and dance and, you know, be wild. I always thought that the one country on earth where superheroes did not come from was Sweden, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But let's find out if Super Lopez is a good movie or if it is just a good idea that never really came into fruition. Let's find out. This is Super Lopez. Far from planet Earth, we have a planet that is ruled by an evil dictator who does heinous things to his own population. But there is a scientist that is fighting back against him. He has created the ultimate weapon, a weapon that is in form of a baby that will grow up to one day become a superhero. Now when General Sod, Emperor Ming, Mugambo, the dictator finds out of this plan. He, you know, tries to arrest and kill the scientist, but he has already sent, you know, the child away. So the dictator's daughter, who wants to be just like dad and wants to be an evil dictator herself, volunteers to follow him and, you know, butcher the baby. But they get kind of separated on the way. She ends up in America, we will find out later what happens to her, and he ends up, as I said, in the one place on earth where no superheroes come from, Spain. And he's raised by not the Kents on the, you know, countryside in Spain and lives this very normal life, but he grows up to be kind of this nerdy, you know, shy dork who, you know, doesn't really make a big impact on the world. And he has also been told to hide his, you know, strengths and stuff like that. He, you know, works on this insurance company of some description, and he has a boss who is a complete nutcase. But as I said, he doesn't do that much with his life. At the same time, on the other side of the Atlantic, the daughter is trying to flush him out because, you know, he's hiding basically from her without knowing that she's looking for him. And she has, you know, risen to power using some sort of a tech company called Shit. Do you get it? You know, she's this kind of celebrity like, you know, an Elon Musk or a Bill Gates or something like that. So everybody knows about her and, you know, idolize her and stuff like that with her, you know, vacuum cleaning things. He often refers to her as the vacuum cleaning lady. But one day she finds out where he is because he stops a subway gone rogue in Madrid, and now she's gunning for him. She's coming to, you know, kill him and stuff like that. He doesn't know that this is going to happen because he starts, you know, a kind of a rivalry with his boss over a new woman who has, you know, started at the office. He hopes, you know, to gain her affections and stuff like that, and starts to, you know, act out a little bit more like a superhero would. And we shall see who will get her. Will vacuum cleaning lady, you know, live up to her father's expectations of being a ruthless dictator who commits genocides and stuff like that, or will she, you know, sides with Super Lopez once he, you know, takes on the very silly costume that is promised to us on this poster, which also will probably caught the ire of the most devastating force on earth, DC's lawyers. But that is a story for another time. Now, the idea of a Spanish superhero parody is a great idea. The genre itself lends itself to a great deal of many fun and creative, you know, jokes that they could have done, but this movie has a lot of problems. Super Lopez is an absolute snail's pace. The dialogue is kind of clunky and the jokes doesn't work as well as they should. A lot of the jokes are kind of, you know, layup. It is just to smash it in, but they just went with kind of a decent joke, and I was like, come on. It's funny, it's meant to be funny. This should be more fun than it is. I mean, the sequences with the robot girlfriend was really funny. That sequence was by far the funniest thing in the entire movie. And I will say that some jokes really work, and the CGI is actually quite decent. It's not, Hollywood blockbuster level on this one, but it is still decent. And some of the characters were quite amusing, but I also wish that they could have spent more time on, the evil dictator's planet, because that was so ridiculous and looked so hokey that they could have used that for a lot of visual gags and lots of, unexpected comedy, but they didn't. In the end, Super Lopez is a fun idea with likable characters and cool villains and nice visuals, but it cannot reach its full potential. A part of me wished that I could give this movie a higher rating than 48. It's a partly fun, relatively entertaining movie with fun characters and a good idea, but it is not realized to its full potential, as I said. Could this be rectified with a really great sequel? Perhaps, but I wouldn't hold my hopes out for it. But as of now, it is a decent little comedy that, if you like this sort of thing, you will probably find one or two things to attach yourself to, but the story and the concept is better than the execution. So which one is your favorite superhero parody of all time? Comment below, and I'll see you next time for, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.